On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Tannehill. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Tannehill on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watson now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
26, 19.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw, Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Watson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And that that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 24. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give running right, Lindsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And yes, they want the point, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry able to power through. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second and 2. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 50, it's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Tannehill. Pass pulled in by Jones. What a catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Watch the twist. Switch. Check nickel. Tight right.
On first down, it's Henry down to the 25. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second and 9, Tannehill escaping the pressure right, looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Tannehill now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A check down here for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the dirt.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that'll be caught by Dez Fitzpatrick. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now it's Tannehill. Sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Shaq Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, and this one's incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. After the interception, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
From the 50, it's Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Watson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On third down, here's Lindsey. And some room to roam now. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one taken just inside the 10 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run by Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Tannehill on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Henry finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. To throw is Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now it's Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake. Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
106 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And it's a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it a second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Watson.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Again, it's Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jordan. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out-trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kerryon Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 64 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill, and caught by Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing Tannehill. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's brought down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. first down. It's Henry, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here's Tannehill.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. So that'll back them up 5. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
53, check 53. Stop your whining. Check.
Tannehill.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal. You could go for it. Or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Watson. Lindsey on the receiving end. And he's out of bounds to stop the clock. He gets a first, but just 10 seconds remaining.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watson to throw.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.